The Singapore Geological Office says a 3D model mapping out rock formations and landfalls in the western and northeastern parts of Singapore can be expected in the first half of next year. It's a hint that the government may build in those areas as it considers an underground master plan.
Heading underground here is as much a part of life as the internet. Many of us are familiar with pedestrian linkways at the basement level, but below that, well, between 1 and 10 meters below the surface, a tunnel housing utilities like water pipes and power lines. At 15 to 50 meters, you'll find MRT lines and roads, as well as the deep tunnel sewerage system. Though making greater use of Singapore's subterranean space will mean going much deeper, to a depth of possibly 100 meters and below. That's where the good rock is, and where the Jurong Rock Caverns, a petrochemical storage facility, and an underground ammunition facility are located. Researchers say lessons from deep subterranean projects like the Jurong Rock Caverns will come in handy in the future.
For example, in this one, I have a piece of rock, and holding in my hand, it is strong. But in certain part of the rock, it is locally weak. And for engineering purpose, we want to avoid the weak zones. Otherwise, it will be very challenging and very costly to build infrastructure at that location.
But what's needed now is a deeper understanding of what lies beneath, and that's something Singapore's Geological Office has been studying, in particular in the western and northeastern region of Singapore.
These two areas are generally commercial, industrial areas, and the rocks there are generally considered to be suitable sedimentary and granitic rocks, and are suitable for underground development work due to its strengths, and also able to stand up once you do the construction, excavation and all this.
Well, then there's the issue of land rights, where different countries have adopted different approaches. For example, in Japan, a law allows deep underground spaces to be used for public infrastructure. Whereas in some parts of Finland, a law prevents landowners from building freely below 6 meters underground. But here in Singapore, the current law assumes that those who own the land above ground also own the land below it. That is to a depth deemed reasonably necessary for the use and enjoyment of the property. But what exactly is reasonable use? That still remains a question for now.
The Law Ministry is consulting industry experts to clarify the scope of reasonable use.